So Z was a completely unique project. It was in development for 18 months and ran for 3 months live inside PlayStation Home on the PlayStation 3, across the web through a load of websites including YouTube videos, and in the real world across countries right around the globe. It was the first alternate reality game on console, the first alternate reality game in a virtual world. The main space got over 4 million visits in 3 months, and that was just one of the 12 spaces we created. One of the things that was most interesting was that the players never knew what was going to happen next. So, literally you would be playing a 2D zombie, dodge the zombies, get the shopping bags mini game, and then suddenly the next day you were looking on Time Out Mumbai, trying to find a magazine that was on sale in India, looking for a hidden clue. It was literally, changing all the time. So this is our hub space. This is kind of the central place where everything happened, where people came back in day by day to find out what was going on. And upstairs we had a web browser that allowed them to link into the various websites. It was all about linking home and the web and the real world together. We had, I think, 12 spaces in total, each one of which had a load of games within them. This was a sort of virtual maze which built itself up as the walls coming out of the floor as you ran around. Websites here, some of the many websites we built and fully localized, and real world events in the US and in Europe, trails across Paris, magazines in Kuala Lumpur and India, a Little Big Planet level we created for the players to try and beat, puzzles where people need to put together the secret code hidden on billboards around Europe, and lots of stuff with Jess as she moved around as the story progressed, the secret of Z and what it was. But a whole host of games. We had a sort of Death Chase style whizzing through the trees, speeder bike game where they came out in 3D in front of you from the screen. A big variety of stuff from sort of more modern cutting edge stuff to fun casual games, some great sort of family games that people just have fun with, and retro text adventures as well, kind of a tribute to the great text adventures of old. We had 2 of those which worked really well.
I'm Tom. The other guys will fill you in soon with what's been happening.
People don't often get to do games where you do stuff every single day, and the story is revealed for everybody day by day over a period of time. So they're all following the story together, but it's not an individual thing. They're working together. They need each other to solve clues. There are clues that require people to speak certain languages. There are clues that require people to actually go out into the streets of Paris and actually find things out. So it's a really different experience where you're relying on other people and you're playing the game together, but not in a sort of 2-player, 4-player thing like a lot of console games. You're playing together with 600,000 other players all at the same time.
Good luck.
The players began to share information right across the world. There were a whole host of forums in the US and in Europe in multiple languages, and people created loads of fan websites. There were a whole host of websites where people tracked what was going on. We had a load of people coming up with ideas and slogans and logos and music. I mean, we had some brilliant music tracks. We had some hilarious songs made about the different factions in the game. It was really all about the community solving this, figuring out what was going to happen. One of the challenges of this kind of game is that it's live and things can happen. It's I guess it's kind of like a live TV broadcast. Things can happen when you're live that don't happen when you do a traditional game like I've spent most of my career doing, where you finish the game in advance, you hit alpha, you hit beta, you hit master, and it's out. For this one, the players were reacting and we had to change things, and they were trying to break things. They were trying to hack into our game. They were creating stuff, coming up with ideas we never thought of. So there were a lot of crazy times where we were desperately rushing around to change things or to add new stuff in or to fix a puzzle that wasn't quite working because of the players, because it was a live experience. And that's what made it so scary but also so exciting, because we could see the reaction of the community, we could listen to them, we could see what they were all saying, and we could follow that and we could spin the stories. We produced 110 different videos in total. We did 8 major websites. We created 12 different home spaces, 35 different mini games of some kind or another, and 81 daily updates over the course of the period. And every daily update had different things happening on the blogs, on the websites, again all in multiple languages. So there was a huge host of different things that we were dealing with here. So I really think we added something huge to the home community. I really do think we brought them together in a way that they weren't before. And I also think that what was unique about some of the puzzles we did were that we had the French speaking and the German speaking, the Italian speaking players actually going onto the other language forums and saying, we've thought about this, what do you guys think? And we actually had crossover happening between the language forums, which I've never heard about before. Never seen that happen ever. And I think that was what was so powerful, particularly with the billboard puzzle we did, where we had 6 billboards or 8 billboards, I think it was, all around Europe in different locations, and the players had to figure out where they were and then go find them and take photos and share them. And it required the different people in different countries to work together in a way that they'd never done before, and that was brilliant watching that happen, and it was so exciting because it was happening live. It would never be repeated again.